All right. You know what happened Friday? I told y'all Friday wasn't shit and it wasn't gonna be shit, but I knew CJAX was gonna get on him, so I was waiting for this. So let's go ahead and get started, and I can't wait to hear what he has to say about this.
Wow. Wow. Another one of the worst Smackdowns of all time, man. This is going to be a low-edited, just straight rant about what we just watched, man. This is getting, it's already been unacceptable now for months, but the fact that they're continuously doing this is just embarrassing. Roman Reigns' OTC arc, I've been saying this for weeks now, and again, another thing that, like I say, okay, if I tell you that grass is going to turn to cheese, go find some crackers, because I'm not lying, man. We not lying. I told you this OTC arc is garbage. Now you fast forward a couple weeks, and again, we're in a meaningless feud, in a meaningless segment with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. This triple threat makes no sense, and we're going to break this down later in the review, but this is ridiculous at this point. And Roman Reigns, who spent 5 months grinding to get the Ula Fala back from a jobber like Solo Sikoa, he gets the Ula Fala back, and you mean to tell me that Roman Reigns isn't even wearing the Ula Fala tonight? Where is the Ula Fala? I thought that's what represented blood and royalty and being a king, you know what I'm saying? The tribal chief of your bloodline, the tribal chief of WWE, and all he has is some phony t-shirt from WWE shop. Really? You couldn't even get the effort in to make this dude wear the Ula Fala? Like, this is just embarrassing. You know, the thing they spent 5 months doing, it doesn't matter anymore. Because Triple H's booking is all about quick little pops. Cheap pops. That's all it is. All this nonsense, Cena turning heel, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin potentially showing up at this year's Mania, you know, The Rock being there, etc. Roman Reigns and Punk, all this done for a cheap pop to revive a dead storyline across the board. So that's what this is. Now let's break down this garbage show from top to bottom, easily one of the worst Smackdowns ever. Starting off, we had the best segment of the night. The show peaked in the first 15 minutes. Randy Orton comes out to a massive pop, and you just look at the resume this dude has. He has, 13, 14 world championships? You know, he's won everything, literally won everything and done everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Randy Orton has accomplished in his career going to go down arguably as not even arguably, he's going to probably go down as a bona fide top 10 guy, top 10 wrestler of all time. You understand? But somehow, Randy Orton returned to the Elimination Chamber for Kevin Owens? For Kevin Owens? A guy who's not even going to probably go down as a top 75 wrestler ever?
Well, yeah, because he power drive him, remember?
Come on, man. This is embarrassing. And even though Orton goes in the ring and actually cuts a pretty solid promo tonight, you know, and Kevin Owens is okay tonight as well. He's kind of funny in certain parts. This whole thing is meaningless. Getting Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 41 is a meaningless match. They're going to add a stipulation, I'm sure, like a no holds barred or unsanctioned or something so he can get some weapons involved. And then Randy's going to punt him in the head at the end of the match. It's already predicted months in advance. Nobody cares. You know, so let's just get real with ourselves. Now, outside of this, Randy gets on the mic, and he basically says, you know what I'm saying, thank you guys, you know, for all the support and everything like that. And then he basically, before he's about to even say anything else, Kevin Owens basically, you know, interrupts him. Kevin Owens comes in and he's like, look, okay, you siding with Cody over me, it pissed me off, it broke my heart, and I'm here to announce that I forgive you, though, okay? I forgive you, Randy, and I think that we should actually, you know, see each other at WrestleMania and go for the tag team championships. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty funny swerve he did there, okay? So Kevin Owens is like, you should know what forgiveness is. You've made a lot of wrong actions and look for forgiveness, and, you know, you've grown, you've learned, you've become a better person, you know? And I'm giving you the opportunity to do the same thing again. Pretty decent line from KO. Then Randy Orton responds by absolutely grilling him on the mic and saying that Kevin Owens can take that apology and shove it up his you-know-what. And then he says instead of fight Owens fight, it's now B-word Owens B-word. You know what I mean? So Randy Orton says that, and he says he's going to kick Kevin Owens' head off at WrestleMania and destroy him, and that sets up their match for Mania 41 being official, okay? So we're getting Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I don't really care for this match at all, but at least Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are at least capable of elevating and building a story on the mic. I'll give them that. Kevin Owens is a decent mid-card. He's actually a very good mid-carder, I would say. You know, for his role he's playing, every single feud that he plays a role in, whether it's a good role or a bad role, he makes the most out of it, and that's all you can do. I respect Kevin Owens, I really do. And then obviously I love Randy Orton, you know, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, so there you have it. Then we get a meaningless tag team match with Drew and Shinsuke versus, you know, Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso. This match, there's nothing to speak of. There's a bunch of brawling before the match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. This feud is embarrassing. You know, that's something we have to talk about later with Roman, Seth, and Punk. All of these feuds for Mania season are so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. John Cena, arguably the greatest of all time, has to snoop down and fight Stardust for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton, one of the greatest of all time, has to fight Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns, gonna go down as one of the greatest of all time, and this dude is gonna sit here and fight CM Punk and Seth Rollins. And a way out of his prime CM Punk, in the ring at least, and then a Seth Rollins who never has anything to do for Mania season. He was just fighting Logan Paul a couple Manias ago. And before that, he fought Cody Rhodes in a meaningless match. He fought, Cesaro the year before. This dude is done. There's nothing to speak of anymore with this guy. I just don't understand this. They get Triple H and none of these bookers, man. Even Vince in his latter days. It's like outside of Roman, you know what I'm saying? Because Roman was just doing stuff that good. Rollins and even CM Punk now, since being back with this Triple H booking, all this stuff, they can never find an actual meaningful thing to do. Punk's feud with Drew McIntyre was good, don't get me wrong. But what is Drew McIntyre doing now? What is CM Punk doing now? Nothing. Drew McIntyre's going to fight Damian Priest for air. They're having an air match. Just like Roman Reigns and Rollins and Punk are going to have an air match at Mania.
I wouldn't mind Cody versus Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest for the WWE title. I think that would be cool.
For nothing. This tag match was garbage. Jimmy Uso's doing nothing now. Shinsuke Nakamura was just U.S. champion and now he's getting jobbed out. This whole situation is bugged. And then after this match, we get a brawl between Drew and Damian because Damian and Jimmy Uso obviously beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew. After this match, Drew McIntyre just beats the crap out of Damian Priest as Jimmy Uso sits back and watches and does absolutely nothing. Makes no sense, but it's expected at this point. Why would you expect anything different from Triple H? You get what I mean? Why would you expect anything else? Then we get to the end of this segment. Drew McIntyre claymores Damian in the back of the head, and that's pretty much it. He talks trash for a little bit, says something about WrestleMania, yada, yada, yada. I can't stop thinking about Punk, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. I can't stop thinking about Punk. I can't stop being a jobber. You're spreading yourself too thin. I have nothing to do.
Hey, fool, that's so disrespectful, bro.
I had a great 2024 and now I'm a big time jobber fighting with Damian Priest who gets no reaction in an Italian crowd overseas. Are you serious, man? Anyways, we get to the next thing, okay? We get an interview segment. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. This was horrible. Charlotte Flair just absolutely abuses Tiffany Stratton in this segment. And the bad thing is that Charlotte Flair wasn't even saying anything good. But she's the only one who said any lines of meaning. It is clearly the more experienced and better performer between her and Tiffany Stratton on the mic as a storyteller and as a wrestler. Everyone knows this already. I'm not confident in Charlotte Flair's knee at all right now because I don't even think she's confident in it from the...
That's why I was in the comment section on YouTube well, what about that knee, Charlotte? What about that knee?
The way she was wrestling last week versus B-Fab, okay? But Tiffany Stratton gets grilled here. Charlotte Flair says Tiffany will be lucky to have a job when she's Charlotte's age. And she said, just because you're a blonde who can do a couple flips doesn't mean crap to me. You're still beneath me begging for a spot to be anything like me, That was a good line from Charlotte. And a good response she says as well is that, with Charlotte's like, they either woo or they boo. You know what I'm saying? They either woo or they boo, So no matter what, they're talking about her. They ain't talking about Tiff, you know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then all of it just ends with Tiffany Stratton doing her usual catchphrase garbage. She says, Charlotte Flair, you put water on fires. And at the end of the day, it's always going to be Tiffy time. It's the same promo. Tiffany Stratton needs to lose this belt to Charlotte Flair. I don't care what anyone says. Charlotte Flair as a heel is much better than whatever gimmick that Tiffany Stratton has to offer because this has been a disaster. Her title reign has been bad. She has nothing to offer on the mic. She can't speak on the mic. She has nothing to elevate feud. She's not good. I don't care that you have a stupid little chant. It's not working, okay? Tiffany Stratton needs more time to marinate. She clearly has the gifts and the potential talent to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Stratton's young. She's got the talent, and quite frankly, she will be good eventually. But right now, she ain't good enough for this spot. I'm sorry. She just isn't. So she needs to drop the belt, and we need to give it to heel Charlotte for the time being.
I remember when Charlotte was just mocking Tiffany Stratton, she was just like, pick me, pick me. Pick me, pick me. Charlotte a clown. Charlotte a damn fool, man. She's like, pick me, pick me. And I'm just over here like, well, what about Rhea? Rhea said the same thing. But what? Because she said it aggressively, you ain't gonna mock her either? Hey, Mo. Oh, man. Oh, we. Hey, look, I still want Tiffany to retain, though, because you don't got to take that belt like that. But if you take it, ooh, we. I don't know what Tiffany going to do. But, hey, I mean, she hasn't had any title defenses except CJAX, so maybe it's for the best. I don't know. But some people say she shouldn't lose it, but why can't she? I don't know. Y'all let me know. I mean, I mean, if Charlotte wins, I mean, cool, but that's not something that we need to be excited for. Shit, I would rather be excited for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to take the tag team titles away from Liv and Raquel, but I know it ain't time for that yet. But still, I mean, I wouldn't rain on her parade, especially if it's her first WrestleMania. But damn. WrestleMania ain't shit, bro. At least this one. But fuck. Damn. Let's get back to the video. Oh, by the way. I did like that segment, though, with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany. I felt like they did a good job. Some people suggested she should have brought up the divorce, but I don't know. I guess because Estrada is not around, I guess that's one of the reasons why they haven't really thought about it. But I mean, listen, either way, I liked it. So, yeah. But I mean, it's not because I like it because of Charlotte. I like both of them. So I feel like they both did a good job. But I know some people say that Charlotte watched her, but I still think that both of them did a good job. So I like the segment, I like it better than Randy and Kevin Owens. I'm just being honest with you. My opinion. But y'all can comment down below. Let me know which one you like. Okay? Let's get back to the video.
Next, we have Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. Nobody cares about these match. We've seen it like 4 times at this point. It basically ends with Solo Sikoa costing Jacob inadvertently the match because he hits Braun Strowman with a spike, and obviously that's a DQ, okay? Braun Strowman is obviously going to lose to LA Knight next week now for the U.S. title because that's what this match sets up. It's a number 1 contenders match. Quite frankly, no one cares. Let's be real here. We all know that LA Knight is either going to defend the belt against multiple people in a multi-man match at Mania, or he's going to defend it in a one-on-one versus like Jimmy Uso or something, or Carmelo Hayes. It's expected now. This U.S. title is meaningless. It's garbage. It's crap. LA Knight has all the talent in the world, and you're telling me that this dude is relegated to being a 2-time U.S. champion? Come on, man. Just think about this for a second, dude. This is ridiculous. How is Cody Rhodes the WWE champion? How is Gunther the world champion? Triple H just doesn't have any idea what he's doing. He has no idea. So that's how this ends. It's a brawl between the Bloodline and Braun in LA Knight, and this sets up LA Knight versus Braun Strowman next week for the U.S. title, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to really say about this. Fatu and Solo are at odds backstage. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Maybe if they get a Mania match, you can do something with it, but no one cares. Solo's clearly the B player in this situation, and Jacob Fatu is the A guy. That's what it is. It just is what it is. Solo Sikoa at this point is a glorified jobber. You know what I'm saying? It's over for this guy. Solo Sikoa, right, is a clear number 2 to a dude who's been in the company for like 7 months. It's over. There's really no other way to do this at this point. Solo Sikoa he doesn't have it on the mic right now, right? He doesn't have it in the ring like Jacob Fatu does, and it's as simple as that. Jacob Fatu, if they have a match, should squash Solo Sikoa in like 4 minutes. I don't care that Solo used to be the tribal chief. I don't care. Where's the Ulafala now? Thank you.
Honestly, I'm not really caring too much for it, but you see it on the match card. Jacob versus Solo, obviously. But think about this. Jimmy versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. Do we have any room for that? Do we? Then they got Dakota versus Lyra. Come on, man. We already saw that already. We're not going to see that again. All right? I'd rather for it to be a triple threat match between Roxanne and Bayley. Okay? Rather see that. But, again, we'll see.
Now let's get to the next thing. Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega has a garbage match with Piper Niven that lasts way too long. This is
yeah, you got the garbage part right.
Like a 20-minute match for nothing. And Zelina Vega signs with SmackDown like a couple months ago, finally gets her first appearance, her first match on SmackDown, and loses to Piper Niven, who's the assistant to the mid-card women's champion, Chelsea Green. Really? Zelina Vega might as well retire. Just leave the company and go to AEW. Like, genuinely, what does she do? She came out tonight with a new entrance theme, and no one reacted to anything she was doing. The only reason that this match even had any type of noise is because it's in the European crowd. They were chanting for Chelsea Green during this match because no one cares about Piper Niven, no one cares about Alba Fire, and no one cares about Zelina Vega, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, y'all comment down below and let me know. What do you guys think, man? You think that Selena should pack her bags and go to AEW because how WWE treating her? I mean, come on, man. Like, the fact that Selena and Jade lost against two white women is kind of ridiculous to me. So, y'all comment down below, let me know, should she go to AEW? Y'all comment down below, let me know.
You know, it's over. Zelina Vega is a jobber that they have to pull out of the woodworks for nothing. Bring the NXT woman up and please reshape the women's division. It's garbage in the mid-card. Lyra Valkyria's reign sucks and so does Chelsea Green's. It's time to move on. Then we get a recap between Cody Rhodes and Cena's segment because all SmackDown is now is ads and ads and ads and ads and ads. And then they recap things that you've already seen. It's funny they brag about hundreds of millions of social media views on these segments and then they're replaying the segment. Why are you replaying it for us if we've already seen it? Huh? What sense does that make? Does anybody know? No. Okay, so there we go. Then we get Liv Morgan with a match with Jade Cargill. This was actually a pretty decent match.
I'm sorry. Did he just say decent?
I don't say so myself. For Jade's first match back in like 5 months, she did a good job here in my opinion.
She did a good job and she lost.
She showed her power, so her strength, her athleticism, and her and Liv meshed pretty decently in the ring together, so that's pretty cool to see. But the moral of the story is that Jade Cargill clearly looks like the powerhouse in this match pretty much all the way. She has her moves that she's doing. Liv Morgan doesn't do much of anything in this match but get destroyed.
No, she did a couple moves, even though I wanted her to get her ass beat. I mean, all that shit she was talking on Twitter, but, I mean, no, she did a couple moves. I mean, even the same moves that she got from Dom, which I found it kind of disrespectful. Long live Eddie, but damn it, man. I mean, even I think I didn't even know she ran away. That was the thing. Like, she tried to run away from Jade. Like, come on, man. This is why I'm saying Liv is always running. And then she gonna talk about, oh, I beat Jade. You beat her because of Naomi. The fuck is you talking about? Every time you get in the ring with a powerhouse, you always got help. Even though these are not your people. God damn it, man. Fuck this match, man. And this match was not decent. This match was full of shit. Unfair, completely uncalled for.
But by the end of it, Naomi comes out. Naomi ends up costing Jade this match by distracting her, and then she gets hit by the Oblivion, you know what I mean, by, by Liv Morgan, after Naomi distracts her and hits Jade with the tag team belt. And I just don't understand this. If you're a referee and your back is turned to someone who is just up standing in front of you, and you turn back around and that person is absolutely knocked out cold, would you not suspect that someone knocked them down or interfered? Like, I did the whole, whatever.
They did this twice with Liv Morgan, man. It's so stupid. I mean, shit. First the tag team match, then this match. Bro, this shit remind me of the Super Bowl. I feel like these refs are getting paid for these for their favorites to win. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's twice. Every time Liv Morgan get in the ring, these referees act like they didn't see nothing when it comes to her. I mean, and they did this twice. The tag team match with Naomi and Bianca. Now they're doing this with Jade. Just ridiculous. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. They making Liv Morgan look good, man, and that's fucked up. And the fact that she got Raquel and Don with her still. Just don't make no fucking sense, man. I ain't gonna talk no more. I'm just gonna keep this video going. I'm just gonna keep this video going. Whatever.
But let's just move on, because that's just stupid. But anyways, Liv and Jade, match ends. Naomi comes up there and beats the crap out of Jade Cargill, and that's pretty much it. She stands over her, does Jade Cargill's pose to kind of spite her, and that's the end of this. Naomi's heel turn is obviously pretty solid, but quite frankly, she hasn't really done anything yet. You know, I'm not impressed with any of these turns, these face turns, these heel turns. All these turns before Mania have been atrocious. Roman Reigns' face turn is garbage. John Cena's heel turn is garbage. Seth Rollins being this tweener role is trash. Damian Priest being a face is garbage. Charlotte Flair being a heel is the only decent turn that we've had in the last few months. Like, genuinely, and I mean that with all sincerity. Like, it's ridiculous at this point. But anyways, basically, you know, Jade and Naomi have this segment, and this will probably set them up for Mania 41. Their match will probably get set up next week or the week after, but you get the point. Then we get to the Street Profits. This was probably the second best part of the night. This was just a very fun segment and fun match that they had with Los Garza, okay? There were some decent spots in it. The Street Profits basically come out in the ring and they're like, for the first time in 4 years, your Street Profits are your tag team champions. And that's the situation with that. They get a good pop.
Yeah, that was my favorite match of that night. It's really great. Y'all should watch that match again because that match was pretty dope, man. It was great. Best match of the night.
Montez Ford has clearly taken notes from Jey Uso, which shows that Montez Ford is just a genius. I keep trying to tell people, Montez Ford and Dawkins are actually low-key geniuses. Like, they're great in the ring. They're solid on the mic. You know, they have charisma. They're athletic in the ring. They do good moves. And Montez Ford now has picked up on the fact that, number one, fans latch on to anything. I was just talking about this in my video yesterday. All you got to do is have some catchy chant or a hand signal or a cool entrance, which they changed the Street Profits entrance. They need to go back to what it was. But the Street Profits, this new thing where they like pump their hands like up and down like signaling like a train going choo-choo kind of thing that they're doing, their hand up and down, it's going to get over. Watch when they go back to the American crowd and they're doing that all over the place. Everyone's going to be excited. Just like Jey Uso has people putting their arms up and down for the yeet, it'll be the similar thing with the Street Profits. All they got to do is change their entrance theme back and they'll be greatly over in no time. Just watch. They
don't gotta bring it back, but I do miss the theme song though. So, if it happens, hopefully they'll try to bring it back. If not, we'll just stick with this. It's no big deal.
Already are over already, obviously, but they're going to get even more over soon. Watch out. Then we get the actual interruption from Los Garza and them, and this sets up a match. The Street Profits obviously are going to win this match, of course. You know, they won the match. It was a pretty fun moment. Montez Ford has the spot of the night where he gets flipped over by Los Garza and lands on his feet from like the top rope, like 10, 15 feet in the air. He lands on his feet. Really, really cool stuff. And it was just awesome moment. You know, the way the camera was shot too, it was really cool. Then the Street Profits end up winning. Montez Ford hits his amazing splash, and that ends it. You know, Street Profits as champ, already 1 week in the books, and I love them a lot more than what I was seeing from DIY for months. So there you have that. Then we get to the main event, which was a colossal waste of time and an absolute failure.
Well, this match right here was a colossal waste of time and an absolute failure.
Number one, before we get to this main event, we need to just be honest about this for a second, guys. CM Punk, as much crap as I give him, okay, CM Punk has been, and I've been consistent on this. CM Punk has obviously lost a big step in the ring. He's not as good as he was in the ring. He's slower. He's less athletic. He's not as conditioned as well, you can tell. And obviously the bumps are hurting him more, which is unfortunate because he's getting older. But the fact is, CM Punk has at least put in a ton of effort over the last year. He had the feud of the year 2024 with Drew, okay? This year, we had a situation where CM Punk wrestled a match on Raw with Sami Zayn. He was at the Rumble. He was in the Chamber. He's going to be at Mania. And this dude is actually contributing. He had the match with Rollins on Raw. He had the steel cage match with Rollins on Raw. CM Punk is wrestling, okay? And he's also cutting multiple great promos. You know what I'm saying? His promos before the Rumble were pretty solid. Some of his promos before the Chamber were decent. And I'm sure in this feud going on, he's going to have solid promos. The fact is, CM Punk has done his job over the last year and a half to earn a world championship, in my personal opinion, okay? I know I'm going to say it. You can call me whatever you want, but it's the facts. CM Punk has earned a spot to main event Mania and win a championship. In my opinion, I think he should have either been the one to dethrone Gunther or the one to dethrone Cody Rhodes for the belt. That's just my opinion, okay? He's done the work. He's earned it. But Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns being in this match and being in this feud and potentially main eventing night one with this triple threat is embarrassing. It is embarrassing for everybody involved. Seth Rollins has done nothing since losing that championship at WrestleMania last year. Nothing. He's complained, and then he gets beat by CM Punk on Raw. Netflix gets knocked out by the GTS, gets knocked out at the Chamber and pinned by Punk again. And then at the steel cage match, he doesn't even win or pin Punk. He just gets pulled out of the ring by Roman, so he wins by default. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? It's not close. Rollins and Punk should be done already. You had the match. You had the feud. They cut the best promo they're going to cut with each other. They already cut it a few months ago. You're not going to see them cut a better promo than that with each other in the ring. It's over with that. And the truth is, it's time to move on from CM Punk and Seth Rollins. What should be happening is that Roman Reigns, we have to talk about Roman's side of this now. Roman Reigns has, before we get, hold on, we're not done with Seth. We're not done. Seth Rollins not only has nothing to do in every Mania season, but it gets embarrassing to a point. Seth Rollins was fighting Logan Paul at Mania. He fought Cesaro at Mania. He fought Kevin Owens at Mania. He was fighting for the Intercontinental Championship at a WrestleMania. That lets you know everything you need to know about how Seth Rollins' WrestleMania booking goes. His Mania seasons, they never have anything to do with him, so they just throw him into nonsense feuds, and that's what they're doing this year. This feud makes no sense, okay? And then now to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was just shaking hands with CM Punk 4 months ago. They shook hands, did their little emotes together as Roman threw the one up and Punk did the go to sleep, thing that he does. And they stood there at the top of the ramp, and that was it. And now you fast forward to the Royal Rumble when it's literally every man for himself. And because Punk saw an opportunity to take out two of the biggest threats in Roman and Rollins, he takes them out. And now Roman Reigns has a problem with CM Punk? So if Logan Paul were to eliminate Roman Reigns, would he be coming to Raw to spear Logan Paul? Huh? If Damian Priest eliminated Roman Reigns, would he be coming out there to go spear Damian Priest? What is the sense behind this? It makes no sense at all. They're forcing a feud together for a cheap pop. Oh, it's Roman. Oh, it's Punk. It's Rollins in the same ring. Oh my gosh. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't care what names you throw in the ring. And you guys know Roman Reigns and Rollins are two of my favorite wrestlers ever. Ever. Same with Punk too. I like Punk. I don't know if he's one of my favorites ever, but Punk is great. He's great. And the fact is that this match is bad for all three of these guys. CM Punk wants to main event Mania and win world title gold, and instead he's going to be main eventing night one, which isn't even a main event. Main eventing night one of the 2-night PLE means nothing to me. That means absolutely nothing. Did you main event night two as the final match on the entire card? No, so therefore you didn't main event. Now, CM Punk wanted to main event and win a world title. Roman wants to win his title back, and he's supposed to have his Ulafala on, which he doesn't have. He spends 5 months to get that back just to not wear it at all. It's not even seen anymore, so it's like it doesn't matter. And then Rollins has nothing to do either. And you're telling me that these three men are going to fight now in a meaningless match for nothing on the line. Nothing is on the line. And this is supposed to be something that I'm going to get excited over because of the names involved. Really? They're treating the audience like they're bots, which most of them are. Except for the people who are actually calling this out and critiquing it for what it should be. This is garbage. Roman Reigns comes out, gets a massive pop from the Italy crowd, and then he says on the mic, Bologna, acknowledge me. It's great to hear that again. I understand that. Then Roman Reigns essentially says nothing. He says, last week, I beat up Seth Rollins because he tried to snake me. And then he's like, I beat up CM Punk because he screwed me, so I screwed CM Punk. What? How did CM Punk screw you? By doing his job in a wrestling match? That's now screwing someone over? You see how they force this in sneakily and no one notices it? They're just like, oh, well, it's Roman and Punk in the ring. Really? It's an embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. Then after this, he gets interrupted by Rollins, and Rollins brings up a good point. Rollins says, you know what? It's not about CM Punk. It's about you and me, and it has been about me and you for years now. There's no you without me, and there's no me without you. And it's time for us to hash this out and add another chapter to this epic story. And that is exactly how the promo should have ended. And Roman and Rollins should have brawled. And it should have set up their match, a last man standing or an I Quit match for Mania. And then CM Punk can take his little favor from Paul Heyman and go cash it in and go join the Cena and Cody feud for all I care. I don't care anymore. Roman and Rollins should have been a set match for their set story, and we move on from this Punk situation. But instead, we're forced to watch a triple threat match that's going to give us nothing. CM Punk then comes out and said, if it wasn't for me at War Games, Roman, you wouldn't even be here right now. If it wasn't for me, Seth Rollins, you wouldn't do this. So before we get to the favor, Paul Heyman, let's talk about some facts. And then they proceed to brawl, and that's it. They all point at the Mania sign, and that's it. It's a meaningless segment. I don't care. I don't care about, the big names. No, it's a big failure. This is an embarrassment for all three men involved. They didn't get anything. Roman Reigns is going to go down as an all-time great who just had the championship reign that arguably revived the company of WWE. And you mean to tell me that the biggest way you pay him back is by having him feud with Solo Sikoa for 5 months and then proceeding to have a meaningless match at WrestleMania? That's all you got. It's pitiful. I'm going to end on that note. I have nothing else to say. This is ridiculous. And expect another video coming out about this stupid feud in the coming days. Because this is an absolute disaster. This Smackdown was atrocious. This episode gets a 2 out of 10 max. And it's an absolute embarrassment to the company of WWE and to professional wrestling as a whole. 2 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a phenomenal day. Peace out and one love.
Yeah, like I said, these matches can go kick rocks. I mean, honestly, I ain't got nothing to speak on this. I already said what I said about Jade and Liv. But as far as WrestleMania goes, I don't even know if I'm going to watch it. Because without Alexa Bliss, there's no point. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. We only got 3 or 2 weeks. It's no point. But y'all comment down below. Let me know. Are y'all ready for WrestleMania or no? Y'all comment down below. Let me know, man. Oh, and look at these photos and let me know if you think these matches are going to be real or not. Also, comment down below and say hashtag we want Alexa Bliss as well. Because we need her, okay? We damn sure need her. Because this shit is just getting out of hand. Yeah, fuck SmackDown, man. I can't wait. What am I saying? Very, very disappointed. But hey, shout out to the Street Profits, though. Shout out to the Street Profits. They killed it. They killed it. But other than that, man, I want justice for these wrestlers, man. Because their storylines is just down freaking hill and it's illegal. Metaphorically speaking. But let's go ahead and end this, man. Y'all get in the comment box and discuss. Do y'all agree with CJAX on SmackDown? Do y'all like it? Do y'all don't like it? Let me know down below, all right? I'm out. Oh, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And, get in the comment box and discuss, all right? I'm out.